Now it's time to remove this front fender from this 1100 Aero. This is a pretty simple job. It'd be much easier if the wheel was off, but we're going to show you how to do it with the front wheel on. It's a little bit of a stinker to get your hands under the fender and stuff, but let me show you how to do it, and then I'm going to show you the tools that I use to take the fender off. First of all, I used my small socket with an 8mm socket on the end with an extension. That's for the front, these little screws right here. And then I need the 10mm socket with the extension. And then the 10mm box end wrench. Let's get started on this. We have to remove these two chrome pieces on the front fender. Not the front, just the rear. And you'll see that there's a shoulder bolt on the front here, and I used my little 8mm wrench with the extension on that, so you can take that one out. And then the other screw is underneath this strip here. It's that one right there. And that is a 10mm, just a flange bolt. You'll use your 10mm box end wrench, and you'll have to reach under the fender to get that out. Just rotate that under there. It's a little bit of a stinker, but you'll have to reach your fingers under to get that one out. But I'm 68 years old with big old hands, and I did it, so you can do it. So let's take this strip off both sides. Okay, I've removed these strips, and the next thing we want to do is remove this bracket that holds the brake hose on the fender. This is where we use the 10mm socket with the extension, and there's the screw right there. We'll take that out, and then this is released from the fender. The last thing we're going to do is remove the screws that hold the fender on the motorcycle. We'll use our 10mm box end wrench, and you can reach under here to get to these bolts. They're a little tricky on this side, especially with the rotor there, the brake rotor, but you can do it. Just reach under there. What I did is I loosened all four, and then the hardest one to get to is the rear one back here. So I took that one out first, and then I took the front one out over here, and then the other two, because the other two on the other side are easier to get to. So take all four screws out. They're basically just flange bolts, just like this, and they unscrew from the inside. Now it's time to take this fender out of the forks here. Gosh, it's going to be nice to get rid of this big old fender, because I don't know how you clean your tires with these big honkers on the bike. So anyway, what we do is we just lift up on the fender. It's going to take a little bit of movement, you know, prying back and forth to lift it up, and then it slides right out. Now we can get to that tire and clean it.